Hey everyone, James Reeves, TFBTV here at SHOT Show 2025, looking at the Squad Sport rifle system. Really excited for this to come to the consumer market in first quarter of 2025. Go down to your local gun store, pick this up. I've got Andy telling us about the Squad Sport rifle system. What is this?
Yeah, so I think it'll be a few years before you can buy it at Bass Pro Shop or something. But so this is for the U.S. Army. It's for a requirement they call the Precision Grenadier System, PGS. So it's a counter-defilade weapon, so people behind walls in a building. And so this has a programmable airburst round. So there'll be an optic on top. It'll determine the distance. It'll program this round. The soldier can adjust where in flight he wants it to detonate.
Right.
And then it goes and kills the target. So there was a program called XM25.
Right, that was a while ago.
It was killed. It was 25 millimeter. It never quite had the lethality that the Army was looking for. It had some other issues, which I think they would have gotten through. But so this is a rethinking of that program. This will start as an official Army program in 2026.
Why do you think that this rifle, well, I'm calling it a rifle. I mean, what do I even refer to this counter-defilade system? Yeah. I hate a defilade, so I love to see a good counter-defilade system.
Yep.
What do I refer to this as?
So this is a Precision Grenadier program, but it is the rifle system, so there will be a soldier in the squad that this will be his weapon.
Frankly, why do you think this program might take off this time versus what happened with the XM25 program?
The big difference between this and the XM25 is this has a recoil management system in it, similar to like our 50 cal. So the barrel reciprocates. It has a damper here. You will be able to shoot this with the recoil of about an M4 rifle.
Oh wow!
So what you can do, unlike the XM25, is you can maintain on target as you're shooting this, right? It's not going to kick. Your optics will be able to hold it. And it's also quite a bit larger round. So that was a 25 millimeters, about half the size, half the lethality, actually a quarter of the lethality of this. So the ability to shoot a 30 millimeter versus 25, the ability for the soldier to not be knocked silly by the recoil of this. That's what's different about our design.
These are about roughly the same size as 45 ACP, right? 1911 guys. Look at these, the smorgasbord of rounds that we have in front of us. Looks a little bit like what I leave out for the kids at Halloween every year. One of those bowls, just take one. What are we looking at? What are the differences between these two?
This is going to replace the 40 millimeter grenade launcher the soldiers have. So you need a suite of weapons. Then primary is the airburst. Of course, there's a training round that goes with it. Those are these two. This is what they call the close combat round. So this is basically a shotgun round. So since this soldier, really this will be the only weapon this particular squad member will carry. So you don't want to have them helpless if there's close in. So this will be, a shotgun round, maybe good out to 50 meters. There's a counter UAS. So there's a requirement that there's a small UAS that it can engage that. So we're working on one of those. There's smoke. There's marking rounds, things like that because you won't have your 40 millimeter grenades with you, you need to be able to do everything that it can.
What's the pointy one here?
What is the pointy one? That's armor piercing.
That's pretty cool.
So take armor piercing high explosive.
Yeah, that one caught my eye, for obvious reasons.
Yeah,
I mean, it just looks nasty.
But that's not the main requirement. I mean, they would like that, but of course, the soldier's going to be carrying all these rounds. It's not there'll be 5 in a magazine, 3 or 4 magazines, plus you can load individual rounds even with the magazine in there. So, he'll have a range of options to him, but most likely he'll decide before he goes out on a mission which rounds he needs.
And this looks to me, by my untrained eye, to be roughly 13 to 14 pounds. Is that right?
13 and a half pounds is the requirement.
See, I nailed it. No, actually, I just read it off the table. I'm not going to lie to you while you were talking, Andy. I'm sorry. Sorry to let you guys down. But that's, like 2 M4s, like carrying 2 M4s.
Yeah, and it's about half the weight of an XM25. So the XM25, I don't know if you remember that, had a great big optic on top.
Yeah, huge
that optic
TV.
by itself was 10 to 12 pounds.
Yeah, oh wow. Okay.
So, there's a lot of work to do, right? This is a model, obviously. We're going to be firing our first prototypes this week. We have a program called X-Tech. So we're teamed with a company, Mars Inc. Actually, they're downstairs if you want to go see them.
I may.
And they're the ones that have patented this recoil system, and so they're in a program called X-Tech, which is a kind of a reverse contract from the Army. So you don't get any money until you win the prize.
Right.
And so we have a shoot-off here in March, where with FN's our competitor on that, and hopefully we'll win that prize, and that'll propel us into this larger program.
Potential adoption this year or next year, or who knows?
This is 3 years away, I think, 3 or 4 years away. So there's a lot of work. As a typical Army program, there's a a lot of work from the time you shoot it first till they're willing to put it in the hands of the soldier. But there'll be a engineering, manufacturing, development contract next year.
Okay, well, that's very exciting. As Andy said at the beginning, Bass Pro Shops 20. Now, Andy, thank you so much. Good luck. Good luck with the pro. I'll come by and catch up next year and find out how it's going. Guys, make sure you catch up with everything going on at SHOT Show 2025. Make sure you're subscribed to TFBTV. Showtime, stay tuned. We're bringing you more.